Welcome back. Kenya President William Samoei Arap Ruto and Russia President Putin fighting against use of dollar. Remember, US dollar has dominated over the years. It is commonly used in most countries. When you want to visit a certain country, either you want to go or to do business there, either you go as a tourist, most countries accept US dollar. But now, Russia president started it. He said that in the near future, when they are doing businesses with other countries, they will not be using American currency, that is US dollars, but they want to be using their own currency to transact businesses with other countries. That is Putin of Russia. Then comes President of Kenya, William Samoei Arap Ruto. In Pan-African Summit, he said that use of US dollar sometimes it's not making sense in African countries because business-wise, economically, African countries are not growing. Hence, when you're using US dollar, America is becoming more and more strong. So he was suggesting that in Africa, whenever you go to any African country, maybe you go from Kenya to Djibouti, you go from Kenya to Tanzania, to Uganda, to Nigeria, to Ivory Coast, to Egypt, to Mali, to Ghana, to Morocco, any country of Africa, he was suggesting that if you come from Kenya, you can go with the Kenyan shillings and do business in those countries. And he was saying that the president of those countries to make sure that any African currency is acceptable in other African countries. Meaning that they don't want to be using dollar in African countries. But remember, it is not easy. It is not easy. Remember, you can't compare Kenyan shillings or Tanzania shillings or Uganda shillings with a dollar. You can't compare. You can't compare Kenya and USA. So, President William Samoei Arap Ruto and Russia president are fighting US dollar. And I'm not sure why they are fighting. I'm not sure what's the relationship between Russia president Putin and William Samoei Arap Ruto, because they must have one thing in common. They must fight this thing when they are together. Remember, Kenya is just a small country from Africa. And I don't know why William Samoei Arap Ruto has decided to fight dollar. And he knows very well it is not easy. America is very strong. So he cannot fight America because Kenya is just a very tiny country which has not grown economically. Is a third world country. And we saw President William Samoei Arap Ruto in France. And he emphasized the same. He said that he wants people of Kenya, when they go to France, to use Kenyan shillings there to transact the businesses, not to use dollar. Now, ladies and gentlemen, will that be possible? Let's wait and see. What's your take on this, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you. God bless you.